Breaking news about what NYC bomber just said to Trump: "This is unreal." After 2 terms of a lame duck leader who was more concerned about protecting Muslims than the American people, allowing refugees into our nation in droves, terrorists that snuck in with them became empowered and arrogant. They knew they were protected and felt that they could literally get away with murder and did. Their crimes against U.S. citizens were called workplace violence or anything other than what it really was. Since Barack Obama has now been replaced with an unapologetic leader, terrorism is not longer going to be tolerated and is quickly identified, and it's making jihadists angry. After his horribly failed attempt at committing terrorism on President Trump's watch, the New York City bomber who managed to live now has nothing to lose and has arrogantly called Trump out to his face. What he said means war and it won't end well for him. Yesterday's New York bomber should feel like a fool for failing so hard at being a terrorist, that he, thankfully, only hurt himself. Instead of hiding, he's making himself a target in what can be seen as another failed attempt to save his reputation. Unfortunately for him, he brought it on with the wrong president who doesn't mess around with wannabe jihadists like this fool. He clearly forgot who he was talking to when he accused Trump of exactly what Obama was guilty of. TMZ reports. The New York City bomber allegedly went on Facebook just before setting off a homemade device and told President Trump he'd failed to protect the USA. According to the federal criminal complaint filed Tuesday against Akitola, the bomber took to the social media site with his message to the press while on the way to the Port Authority subway before the explosion. Per the docs, obtained by TMZ, Ola allegedly wrote, "Trump, you failed to protect your nation," which prosecutors say he posted Monday morning before the incident. They go on to say the message was written with ISIS in mind. During a presser about the attack, U.S. Attorney June Kim also revealed a search of Ola's apartment uncovered a handwritten note that read, "Oh America, die in your rage." As we reported, Ola was captured alive after detonating what many called a pipe bomb strapped to his person. 3 other people were injured, leaving 1 temporarily deaf. As for Trump, he released a statement Monday essentially saying his travel ban was necessary to prevent attacks like this. Sounds like he'll have more ammo for that point now. It wasn't Trump who failed to protect our nation, it was his predecessor. He's been picking up the pieces ever since and doing a miraculous job at it. Clearly, this terrorist is upset that we now have a leader and not an Islamic enabler. Committing acts of terrorism just got harder with everything Trump has put into place to prevent it, including this controversial, yet exceptionally effective travel ban. Liberty Bell reported for Freedom Daily yesterday on what we're expecting our quick-acting president to do in the immediate aftermath of this terrorist attack, including adding 1 specific new location to his travel ban. When the police questioned Ola as to what could make him try to blow up innocent people, he told authorities, "They've been bombing in my country, and I wanted to do damage here." However, that could not be further from the truth. The United States has not been bombing Bangladesh, but of course, Ola does not mean that. What Ola meant to say is that the United States is destroying the Islamic State Caliphate, and that is what he is retaliating against, which only bolsters the possibility that Trump may add more countries to the list that have ties to terrorism. Here's more from Breitbart. New York City terror suspect, 27-year-old Akitola, is the 4th Bangladeshi national in the United States to be accused of terrorism in a little more than a decade. Ola, as Breitbart News reports, allegedly planned to detonate a homemade bomb in New York City on Monday. Though the terror plot was botched, Ola is accused of leaving at least 3 individuals injured. The Bangladeshi national originally entered the U.S. in 2011 with his parents and 3 siblings. The terror suspect is the 4th Bangladeshi national to enter the U.S. as an immigrant, only then to plot to harm Americans. There should be nothing stopping Trump from adding Bangladesh to his ban since 4 terrorists came from that war-torn country. In fact, it only makes sense no matter who it offends. These days of radicalized or otherwise disgruntled Muslims flooding into our nation with bad intentions and trying to take over America are over.